It is debatable, but we're just going to say for this timeline that Lilith controls Alastor's soul. One day, Alastor would be, well, he would be gambling. He would be gambling for souls, as he would win bets against people and take them. He rigged the deck so no one could win. One day, Lilith would walk in and use her magic to rig it instead. As she smiled at him, she said, "Why are you so happy?" "Madame, you don't want to play against me. If you do, you'll lose. I don't want to own such a beautiful woman's soul." Lilith would laugh and say, "I bet you anyway." And then they would sit down and begin to gamble. As Alastor and Lilith gambled against each other, Alastor had pulled the same trick he always did. He didn't really want to own a broad soul, but he did own Nifty's. Maybe she can do something useful. But then he would open the cards to see that he lost. Alastor was shocked as Lilith would say, "You think I couldn't see through your dumb magic?" Huh. Alastor would say, "You were supposed to, and my magic was supposed to be so strong it overpowered mine." Well, that's not a problem for someone who's the queen. As Lilith would show off her true form, Alastor would be shocked as he fell to the floor. "What are my orders?" As then he expected her chain to appear around his neck and drag him away, but then she just smiled and said, "Come with me," as Alastor and Lilith would walk away. Alastor was expecting a bunch of serious orders, but Lilith wanted to test him first. Lilith asked that they hanged out, as then they went out to eat. It seemed, well, off. Very, very off. Like, why wasn't she ordering him around? They just sat down and ate on the couch and watched TV. As Alastor would say, "I never really liked those things." As in Lilith would say, "All right." As then she turned on a radio. Alastor would say, "Why are you doing this?" Would say, "Well, because I'm lonely. That's why I took your soul. To see if I could make you fall for me. And if not, I'll just give you back your freedom. I know you're arrow ace, but you can still have some romantic attraction, if not a lot." Alastor would laugh and say, "Very amusing, but I'm not the type to date anyone." As then Lilith would snap her fingers and say, "Done." Alastor would say, "What'd you do?" "I kept you ace, but I made it so you can find a little, if not a lot of romantic attraction." As then Lilith would laugh and go upstairs. Alastor would say, "She's annoying." As then a few more days would pass, Lilith would keep trying to make Alastor fall in love, but not much would happen. As Alastor and Lilith would continue to have fun together, Alastor would start to like Lilith. They would spend lots of time together, and Lilith and Alastor would go and torture other people. In this alternate timeline, Lilith never left for heaven. She stayed on hell, simply hiding in the background. Until one day, she would get a call. It was from Charlie. She wouldn't answer it, but Lilith would sigh. As Alastor said, "What's wrong?" As then Charlie would say, as Lilith would say, "It doesn't matter." As then, she would then say, "I have a gift for a date we had." As Lilith and Alastor would begin to walk out, Alastor would see someone tied up. As Alastor would say, "That's not a friendly way to play." As Lilith would say, "They work for the V's. I know you want to fight Vox yourself, but someone like this would. Vox would simply need to wait. Besides, you can get some good practice for when you fight him." As Alastor would laugh and say that's true, as he would begin to summon his magic and torture him. As he would start to like Lilith more, they would have a lot of fun together, and this only increased it. As Alastor and Lilith kept on going, one day they were on a very special date, and Alastor would look at Lilith and say, "You win." Would then say, "What are you talking about?" Alastor would say, "I like you, yes I do. I like you, yes I do. I really, really do. I really, really, really do like you." Alastor would then go on and sing a song, as Lilith would start to sing back, as they would hold hands and kiss. As then months would pass, as the relationship went well, until eventually Lilith would ask Alastor for a favor. Go to the hotel to help her daughter. Alastor would say, "Why don't you do it? You're her mother." She would say, "Because then Lucifer would ask. I've been hiding from him. I can't face." Alastor would sigh and say, "Fine, darling. For someone so strong, you're also so cowardice." Lilith would say, "You're right, but say that again. And even though I'm dating you, it won't end well for you." They would both laugh, as Alastor would join just like in canon. But every once in a while, Alastor would sneak out to meet with Lilith. As one night, Alastor snuck out to see Lilith, as he started to talk to her. As Huss, curious, would sneak out to also see him. As Huss would sneak on the balcony, he would see out watch as he saw him with Lilith, as he would smirk. Maybe he can use this as revelage or something like that. that was the Queen of Hell. He went to take a picture when suddenly a tentacle would grab him. As he looked behind, it was Alastor, as he would say, "What are you doing, little kitten? Perhaps I should get rid of you." But then he would sigh and say, "If I did that, Charlie would notice. Just go back." Husk would shake and nod, as then he would go back down. As Lilith would say, "When the time's right, I'll reveal myself. Until then, stay put." Alastor would say, "But, sweetie," as then she would leave. Alastor would be in a grumpy mood after that. He would try to hide it with his normal smiles. After all, no one could really tell he was thinking most of the time anyway, but it got harder and harder and harder as he got more and more irritated by dumb ideas. He stopped hanging out with Nifty as much, and Nifty and Alastor really got along greatly. And he would stop talking to people as much, as he would just walk around. One day, Charlie would walk up to Alastor and say, "What's up?" He would then say, "I know you try to hide it, but I know for a fact that deep down, you're hurting. You've been acting so differently." Alastor would then look and sigh, as he would smile and say, "Charlie, Charlie, Charlie, my matters are not your concern," as his eyes would turn big and bulging. As then Alastor would walk away. As Alastor started to walk around, Charlie would say, "Hey, please talk to me." Alastor would then sigh and say, "Charlie, Charlie, Charlie, you're such a sweet girl." As then Charlie would say, "Yeah, is everything all right?" Alastor would say, "You'll know in a bit. I care about you. Even though I don't really show it that much, even though I might be evil to the touch, I have a heart, you know, I care, you know." As Alastor started to sing, Charlie would be confused, as then Alastor would walk off. Charlie would then sit down with Vaggie, and Vaggie would say, "What's up?" He would then look at Vaggie and say, "Alastor's acting different, I don't know why." Vaggie would sigh and say, "I don't know why either. Maybe your teachings are running off on him." Vaggie would say, joking, but Charlie would take it seriously. He's changing, I'm doing great." Charlie would run off inside, and Vaggie would say, "I shouldn't have said that." As one day, Alastor would be walking down the street, as he would feel a tap on his shoulder. He looked, it was Lilith. As Alastor saw Lilith, he would say, "Honey, you're back." As Lilith would slowly touch his shoulder and say, "Shh, it's okay. Walk with me." As they walked together, Lilith would say, "I think it's time we reveal ourselves." Alastor would say, "Are you sure?" As Alastor and Lilith would continue to talk, Lilith would say, "I'm tired of lying to my daughter. I'm tired of running. Let's do this." Alastor would then nod. As they would both hold each other's hands, they slowly walked to the hotel. As they opened the door, Charlie would walk down and say, "Mom? Alastor? What's going on?" Charlie was shocked. He'd say, "What was happening?" As Lilith would say, "I'm dating him." Charlie would then fall down to the floor, completely shocked. As Alastor would say, "Are you okay?" Charlie would say, No, this can't be happening. My mom cannot be dating you. No. As Alastor would say, "I'm not that bad looking, you know." As Charlie said, "That's not why. I thought, but Charlie was at a loss of words. Eventually, she would calm down as they would all talk, and Lilith would try to be there for Charlie. Charlie didn't have much time. The exorcist was going to happen tomorrow. And Charlie would say, "Would you stay to help us, Mom?" Would agree, as Alastor would act like an interesting stepfather. Charlie was mostly grown up, so he didn't really have to do much, but he would still be there for her. As Lilith would also be the mother that Charlie needed. As the day came and went, suddenly Adam and his forces would come down. As they would begin to destroy parts of the city, Adam began to laugh as he fought Alastor like in canon. But little did he know is that he had a big surprise coming. As Adam came down to fight Alastor, he was starting to win and get cocky when suddenly a snake would wrap around him and hold him down tightly. This snake was made out of pure magic. Adam could destroy it, but it took a lot of energy out of him. As he looked, he saw Lilith. "Lilith, Queen of Hell, what are you?" Suddenly, Adam would get stabbed by Alastor with angelic daggers. He would fall to the floor. As the angels retreated, Lucifer would fly down and say, "Lilith?" Lilith would say, "By the way, I'm dating Alastor." As in, Lucifer would say, "I'm going to destroy him." As then, Charlie would laugh and say, "I hope he's kidding." As Lilith was now back in Charlie's life, and Alastor would be his stepdad. As Lucifer, well, he would be the awkward real dad. As things would definitely continue to be awkward. That's going to leave things off. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share with all your friends. Hope you all enjoyed this video. I know I did. It was very fun to make. I really enjoyed it. I think making a video like this, well, it's just... Oh, and thank you so much for suggesting this video. I almost forgot. They're the ones who suggested it. They're the ones that brought it forward, so it makes sense. Anyway, Also, I'm kind of been getting tired of not making a series video. I mean, Has Been only has one season, so when they make season 2 and season 3, I'll be able to make more series. I am doing horror stories and reincarnations, basically stuff that takes a lot of imagination and not continuing through the plot. The good thing about Dragon Ball is that that's long as crap, so it's easy to make like a long series and stuff like that based off of it. So do you guys want Dragon Ball again? Because I've been seeing a lot of comments saying they want it back. So if you all want it back, let me know in the comments below. And I've thought about doing a series called What If Every Dragon Ball Villain Turned Good? Because there's this stupid trope where they turn a Dragon Ball villain good. So I was like, what if they all turn good? Like, what if, basically Raditz, Nappa, Dr. Gero, Frieza, Cell, basically all the major ones. I wouldn't do like every Red Ribbon Army member, everything like that, because that would be too hard to take control. And I would start with Z. But yeah, every like major villain would be good. Just imagine the Tournament of Power. Maybe I'll just get rid of Goku and Goku and just have like former villains, a tournament of former villains fighting to save their universe. I think that'd be interesting. Unrealistic as crap. I'd make up a reason why you can't go. But yeah, so basically, if you want that, let me know down in the comments below. I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me. My day has been going pretty good, My family's visiting here. Kind of had some drama back and forth. But other than that, I'm fine. Still trying to figure out what I want to do. But this channel is really good, and it really helps me keep going. And that's what's important. And I love you so, so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me. You mean the world to me. And as always, I'll always be here making my great videos. Peace out.